Now at 6 o'clock, a Valley School District walks back its decision to cut ties with the Christian college over concerns that anti-LGBTQ beliefs could make their way into the classroom. What's behind this sudden reversal?
Police are still searching for the killer who attacked a young woman on this North Phoenix walking trail. Tonight, detectives are back in the neighborhood where families are on edge, changing their routines till this killer is caught.
First, an Arizona border sheriff says concerns over the end of the Title 42 border policy are overblown. In his mind, that pandemic-era policy suspended asylum cases, expelling millions of migrants over the last few years, all in the name of stopping the spread of COVID.
It is set to end 1 week from today. Senator Kyrsten Sinema is now asking to extend it another 2 years. Political editor Dennis Welch caught up with Sheriff of Santa Cruz County, who says the Nogales area is not seeing a surge at the border.
Santa Cruz County Sheriff David Hathaway tells me that his community right now is quiet and peaceful, and he expects that it will remain that way even after Title 42 expires. At the same time, Arizona Congressman Ruben Gallego joined Senators Mark Kelly and Kyrsten Sinema, who are questioning whether the White House is ready. In fact, Sinema introduced a bipartisan bill today that would essentially extend Title 42 for another 2 years. The Santa Cruz County Sheriff says the end of the pandemic-era immigration policy won't change conditions along the border. While federal immigration numbers show there has been an increase of migrants leading up to the end of Title 42, they also show the number of migrants entering the country through Arizona are nowhere near a record.
We have a very peaceful county, peaceful border community, and it kind of saddens me, all this hype related to the border and the Title 42. It reminds me of Y2K, Dennis, like the sky is falling, the world's going to come to an end. All we're going to do is go back to normal Title 8 processing. This is nothing novel or nothing new, and I think all the hype is unwarranted.
While Customs and Border Patrol are seeing about 1,200 more encounters a day now compared to January, it's actually less than what they saw last fall. And we're still awaiting Governor Katie Hobbs on how she plans to respond to the end of Title 42. Her staff tells me that she's expected to make announcements next week on Monday and on Tuesday. In the newsroom, Dennis Welch, Arizona's Family.
Tonight, we're getting a look at the hotspots seeing the most migrant crossings at the Mexican border. El Paso, where we've seen footage this week of hundreds of migrants in the street, is at the top of the list. CBP tracking more than 265,000 encounters there since October. Tucson is the third busiest sector with more than 146,000 migrants coming through. Yuma is the fifth after Rio Grande. They have 9 separate sectors at the Mexican border. This hour, Phoenix police are meeting with people in a neighborhood on edge after the murder of a young woman on a hiking trail Friday.
29-year-old Lauren Heike was ambushed from behind Friday on a trail near Scottsdale Road in Bell. Detectives released a grainy image of their suspect running from the scene and are hoping for more clues from the public. Sarah Robinson live in that neighborhood with the latest tonight. Sarah?
Yeah, guys, people in this neighborhood tell me that they woke up this morning to a knock on their door from police with this flyer asking anyone with any information that could lead to an arrest or help find the killer to come forward. Tonight, officers are talking to neighbors here who are fearing for their safety. Now, since the murder, what was once a popular hiking trail is now deserted. The community tells me it's been hard to sleep and leave their homes, feeling on edge and constantly looking over their shoulder. One woman who was too afraid to speak on camera says she took a gun class last night to ease her anxiety. Others just want more answers.
Nobody wants to be out even during the day, which is kind of sad. They sent out a Facebook post and a post through our association saying there's going to be detectives and police officers at 6:30 tonight by the pool to answer any questions. And I don't know if it's because people are so frightened that there's a demand for it to answer questions and give us more ideas of what's going on.
I think being together as a community is important, right, to deal with what's happened here. It's just an awful tragedy and frustrating that we or the police don't seem to have any leads.
Phoenix police says the meeting will not provide any new information on the case, but they hope it puts people at ease to know they are staying vigilant and ready to address any safety concerns. The meeting starts tonight at 6:30. And again, they're asking anyone with any information to come forward. Silent Witness is offering a $2,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest. Reporting live in Phoenix tonight, I'm Sarah Robinson for Arizona's Family.
We are all women with the same ambition, wanting to go out and hike, mostly in safety, with safety and other women. We do hike in numbers, so 15 to a group. Each admin has 15 girls that follow, and we stick together.
A member of the Facebook adventure group Girl Take a Hike following the murder and police warning against hiking alone right now. The group's founder says they're getting requests from women looking to find ways to get active with a group. They have 10,000 members and say it's easy to make friends and find things to do in groups at different times. Developing tonight, nerve-wracking video from the day police were searching for an armed bank robber. We have video just into our newsroom of the moments the suspect opened fire on a police helicopter over the scene in Phoenix. We're going to play a few moments the chopper pilots first signaled they were coming under fire. Take a listen.
Air 23, the unit is firing at us. The suspect is firing at us at 28th and Cactus, firing at the helicopter.
And this video, also just released by police, shows the suspect getting out of his car, aiming his gun up toward the sky. Police say that is Charles Rock, who fled after robbing a bank at gunpoint near the I-17 in Cactus. An officer ended up shooting him after he opened fire on that helicopter. Rock was arrested and booked. No officers were hurt. The Forest Service tracked down the man they believe started a wildfire while target shooting this week on Mount Lemmon. Video shows the man shooting what's believed to be incendiary bullets, which are meant to burst into flames as they hit their target. The video also shows flames in the brush, which spread to about 100 acres on the mountain up northeast of Tucson. Fire crews were able to get the flames under control, and no word yet on whether that man might face any charges.
The fight over banning student teachers from a religious university is over tonight.
The Washington Elementary School District cut ties with Arizona Christian University about 2 months ago over concerns of spreading anti-LGBTQ beliefs in the classroom. Well, today the school board reversed that decision. Jamie Soretta live in our newsroom tonight to explain. Jamie?
This afternoon, the district's board voted to allow the student teachers back into the classroom again as part of a settlement with the college. A group representing the Christian college sued the Washington Elementary District, claiming they could not end the partnership based on religious beliefs. Their student teachers have been working in the district for 11 years. The school board's vote to end that partnership gained national media. The board members told Arizona's Family they received death threats over the decision, which they made because the university required students and staff to sign a statement of faith that had anti-LGBTQ principles in it. So as part of the settlement, the school district has agreed to pay $25,000 of the university's legal fees. We have a reporter speaking with parents right now. You can hear that tonight on the news at 8. Back to you.
Jamie, thank you. State Superintendent Tom Horn just filed a motion to move a lawsuit on transgender kids in sports from a court in Tucson to Phoenix. Parents of 2 transgender teen girls from Tucson and Tempe are suing to challenge the state ban to play team sports. Horn says since most of the parties involved are here in Maricopa County, that's where it should be handled. Count on us, of course, to keep you posted as this works its way through the courts. TurboTax is paying out $3.3 million to thousands of Arizonans tricked into paying for services that should have been free. It's part of a $141 million multi-state settlement for people who filed using TurboTax from 2016 to 18, I should say. You will get an email if you're part of this. You're cut based on how many years you filed. The checks go out later this month.
We want people to be able to go out, have a great time, do whatever it is they want to do, but do it safely.
A valley-wide task force is out on the roads and freeways looking to stop impaired drivers ahead of Cinco de Mayo parties. The Mesa Police Department, one of several agencies involved in extra patrols, now underway through Saturday. A first-time DUI can land you in jail for 10 days, plus give you a fine of $1,300. Courses on alcohol treatment, plus an ignition interlock device. Officers say the cost of all of that should be enough for people to think twice.
We just really want to push prevention, and that's our main goal. But that's not to say if you do make that choice and get behind the wheel, we're going to be out there and we're going to be looking for you, and we're going to be looking to take you off the road so that you don't hurt or kill someone.
And Arizona is a zero-tolerance state, meaning you can get a DUI even if your blood alcohol is less than a .08.
The students in Peoria are taking action after the tragic death of a classmate, pushing the city and the school district to improve safety on the roads around campus.
They went to work after an 8th grader was killed while walking to class earlier this year. Jason Berry explains what they're doing.
It was right here in this crosswalk where an 8th grader was run over and killed on his way to school a couple of months ago. His classmates were absolutely devastated, but that didn't stop some of them from stepping up and taking action to try and make sure something like this never happens again.
We have gotten signatures from everyone in 8th grade and majority of 7th grade at our school. We believe that with the Deer Valley Street being in between two schools, some safety precautions need to be enforced.
3 students from Sunset Heights Elementary stood in front of the Peoria Unified School Board recently to try and make a difference, and their efforts appear to have paid off. The students have been pushing for new safety measures along Deer Valley Road at 98th Avenue after a classmate was killed in the crosswalk. The city of Peoria just announced plans to improve traffic safety near campus. Parents we spoke to were pleased to see the students get involved for a good cause.
I absolutely love that. I love to see that they care and that they still have a belief that an appropriate belief that they have a voice and that they're using it. I think that's amazing.
And getting something done.
Yeah, and that it's working.
The city will add reflective white paint and ladder-style striping to the crosswalks. There will also be yellow reflective tape like this added to the signals at 95th Avenue and Deer Valley Road. There's also plans for a pilot speed reduction zone here that will temporarily reduce the speed limit from 40 to 30 miles an hour. We're told the safety enhancements along this stretch of Deer Valley Road should be put in place in the next few months. The change in the speed limit should take effect by the start of the next school year. In the West Valley, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.